What's up, my dudes? Old Donut Boy got himself a little thumb pump injury. Oh, man. So, I know I'm a little late to the party on this video right here, right? Spency Boy clicking his controller all over the place on some Unleashed. Oh, bro. So, yeah, this happened, what, about 69 weeks ago? Jett Lawrence, right? It actually started back when he had the weird trying to jump that big-ass jump at Hangtown. You know, where he was hitting some crazy double or whatever down the hill. Could have been a triple, I can't remember. You know, gnarly ass section. He was hitting it in practice, and then they kind of like smoothed it out or changed it a little, and that's the thing that he came up short on and popped off. I say popped off like he's in a video game, bro. Oh my god. Jett Lawrence popped off in real life, boys. Don't worry about it, dog. Oh man, it's been a while since I played this game. Love this shit though. Yeah, so that was kind of the start to his derailment, you could say. You know, I didn't really feel like Jett was the same after that. Because he kind of, what did he do? Hurt his shoulder or some shit, you know? So then he kind of was having some weird results after that. And then he got this thumb injury in a practice crash, apparently, randomly. So, yeah, this kind of was pretty big deal, I would say, especially to a lot of people that thought that Jett was going to go on some crazy, you know, decade-long run and never lose another championship or whatever. And if you remember back to some of my videos, you know, just even over like the past year or two when Jett was doing so good, even getting his perfect outdoor season, if y'all remember, the predictor T Sipper was saying things like, eventually Jett's gonna have his big crash. You know, he's not really had it yet, like injury type crash. All I can really remember is when he broke his collarbone in Supercross in the 250 class, right? But other than that, Jett's been pretty injury free. And he really hasn't crashed that much either after that. So, but the thing I was trying to say was like, it eventually catches up to him. I don't care how perfect seasoned Ricky Carmichael, Ricky Bobby you are. You know, eventually it's gonna... Spency Boy, single, bro. That's the hotline, boys. Damn, I forgot how to carry speed in this game. Come on, Spency Boy. What you doing, dog? Suck on a little more tea, big dog. Damn, homie. Bro, this track is sick right here, too. But what the hell was I even talking about? I don't know. I get caught up when I go back to these good Motocross games, you know? All the new shit suck ass, homie. They no good, homie. So, and I think a lot of people are waking up to that, too. But, yeah, what I'm trying to say, though, is like, it don't matter. Even talking about like Hayden Deegan or whoever you want to talk about that you think's doing really, really good. Well, you know, there is the thing of it is motocross, like probably one of, if not the most dangerous injury-prone type sports that there is. I mean, even the most consistent, you know, safe, sort of not on the ragged edge kind of rider you could possibly imagine, like a Ryan Dungey or something like that, he still got injured. He still, you know, broke his neck or whatever that was that year in outdoors. I mean, he still went through it. So, it really don't, I mean, yeah, if you ride more on the edge like a Hayden Deegan does, I think you are a little bit more putting yourself at risk. I mean, Deegan wrecks like literally every single round. He's just been really freaking lucky to have, you know, kind of not really get injured from the majority of the crashes that Deegan has had, but he has crashed. I mean, it's actually next level. I know they were talking about it on the but Jett's not really that kind of, you wouldn't really think of Jett as being like a on the ragged edge or He's more smooth style, you know, and you don't really think of Jett wrecking a lot either like you do with Hayden Deegan. Like if Deegan goes out there and wads his shit up and just injures everything, kind of like that right there, it wouldn't shock, I don't feel like anybody. It wouldn't shock me, that's for sure. But somebody like a Jett Lawrence getting randomly injured by, you know, after having such a consistent run that he's had, it is a little shocking. It is, I think it came to a surprise when he went for that jump at Hangtown and, you know, flipped off the bike, popped off the shit. But, yeah, he's injured. Apparently he's got a new girlfriend or some shit. You know, he's living the regular life, I guess, for a minute. But, bro, yeah, I don't know, dog. I mean, he's done the little house tour thing, you know, got a little MTV Cribs going on. He's buying all kinds of Ferraris and shit, you know. I want a Ferrari. Oh, man. So, but Jett's earned it, you know. I mean, you can't dog on it, you know what I'm saying? Can't dog on the big dog, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I still don't think we've really gotten to see a lot of Jett really competing with like a, you know, a prime level Tomac, prime level Sexton that's not on a brand new team like KTM, you know. I just feel like it'll be real interesting going into 2025 Supercross if Tomac's really got some time in on the bike and it's been long enough since his injuries. But all three of them boys, Tomac, Lawrence, and Cooper Webb, seem to have injured their thumb. What is it, like PCL, some shit? I don't know exactly the words. You know, something. But all them boys just so happen to injure that. I guess it kind of depends on... That would affect your grip strength, probably. Or, you know. But it's not like major, you know, major style injury. So, yeah, I don't know. As far as, I guess Jett's going to try to race like SuperMotocross. I think that's the plan. And we'll see, but yeah, I mean, it's enough to, you know, you never know. Jett may not quite be the same as soon as he comes back. I think it's going to put him on more of a, he's not going to be like so dominant as soon as he comes back. You know, I think it's going to take him a minute for sure, figure out what he's doing again, right? But just goes to show you, man, I mean, it's not a matter of if they're going to wreck or if they're going to get injured. It's a matter of when. And that's been, you know, that is a old-timey saying when it comes to just dirt bike riding or motorcycle riding in general. Not a matter of if you gonna crash, it's a matter of when. You know, and I think sometimes a lot of you guys, you know, and just people in general in the motocross community, they start getting this idea like when someone starts doing really good in the pro racing, I don't know why they do this, but they start getting this crazy idea like, oh, he's not going to wreck now. He's not going to get injured now. You know, they kind of lose sight of how they're eventually going to get hurt. It's literally just a part of it. They're eventually going to ruin a championship. They're eventually gonna, you know, that's just what happens. Like, I'm not saying all of them's gonna be like a Adam Cianciarulo or a Faulkner or whatever, but all of them are gonna go through that to a certain extent. You know, you are fucking foolish if you think you're just gonna skate right through a whole entire, you know, pro motocross career without any injuries or any mess ups or any, you know. And it sometimes it starts to hit them back to back to back. You know, sometimes they never get out of the injury shit. I mean, that's actually probably the majority of them go through that. I would say the Adam Cianciarulo and the like Faulkner route is probably actually the more common route than like go out there and, you know, don't get injured and really move up through the classes and, oh shit, reset myself. You know, I think it's actually probably more common for you to go down the injury route, just have an injury-riddled career, than it is to not have it, you know. So, but yeah, but just like when you're talking about, you know, Deegan having a crazy points lead All that shit can be wiped away in a heartbeat, bro. Or, you know, a lot of people are probably already predicting Deegan's going to go out in Supercross next year and nobody's going to touch him, bro. It's impossible for him to lose the Supercross championship next year. Yeah, that would be stupid to think that, because there is still, I mean, even if Deegan doesn't make like his own big mistake, you can have all kinds of things happen. Go down a start straight. You know, kind of like what happened with Hammaker and Deegan. I mean, you can have all kinds of things. Somebody can cross lane. Some random lapper can cross lane. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. It don't even have to be like their own fault or them making a mistake. You know, kind of like Deegan landing on that lapper real bad, right? Over that jump face. He just wadded his shit. That could have been the end of his outdoor championship right there. He is major lucky that it wasn't, actually. Major lucky. So, and there really wasn't nothing he could do about that, you know. So, it just goes to show you, there is a luck element, but even if you put luck aside and all that, I still don't think you can get lucky enough to just never get injured. But it is a part of it, and there is no way around it. It's just kind of I guess, trying to get over the injuries as quick as possible. Like, if Jett can, hopefully he keeps his focus, you know. That's the big thing I worry about with Jett, and I think some people have talked about this before, but just sort of his, you know, he dominates instantly. For his first time in the 450 outdoor, gets a perfect outdoor season, then goes out there, wins Supercross title. It's like, you know, I just wonder, is Jett going to start getting a little bit complacent? Is he going to start getting maybe a little on the board side of it? Did he start to kind of, you know, he had his, maybe got a little complacent there at Hangtown when he hit that big-ass jump and popped off that he shouldn't have went for. Granted, I think they did change the track. Maybe he just didn't know or something. I probably should have saw that on the sight lap. I don't know. But, you know, it's like, I just hope he's able to, especially now getting injured and then getting a girl and then buying more things, you know, kind of getting the regular human kind of lifestyle going on. I just hope he keeps her all in check, you know. Don't get too big for the boots, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that could really probably derail Jett at this point, is something like that. But, yeah, man, just go to show you, just right when you think a dude's cannot be touched or nothing can happen to this guy, he's got it locked in for however, nah, bro.